History Spotlight, brought to you by HEC Media and the Missouri Historical Society.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jody Sowell, president of the Missouri Historical Society in St. Louis, and this is History Spotlight. From the mid-19th century into the 1940s, St. Louis had over a dozen rowing clubs, many with elaborate boathouses along the Mississippi River, and several with Olympic medals to their name. Public historian Amanda Clark explains.
One of my favorite paintings of early St. Louis is this idyllic early morning scene looking across Choteau's Pond, looking towards downtown. It's an 1840s image. We see someone fishing, someone painting, and a group of men out for a row. But those men out for their row are, to me, the best little detail, and I was so glad when I found it because it cracked open this huge, fascinating, and forgotten chapter in St. Louis sporting history. So competitive rowing was not only a popular sport in St. Louis for over a century, it was one that we excelled at on a national level. When the teams raced, every stroke was covered in the local papers. Thousands of people would line the St. Louis riverfront to watch the races. Yes, I just said that these teams, for the most part, were rowing on the Mississippi River right alongside the ferries and steamboats. Rowing is an ancient sport, and it's one of our country's first nationally professional sports. Along the Mississippi, it grows from New Orleans north starting in the 1830s. Pretty soon, there's teams from St. Louis, Minneapolis, Quincy, Illinois, and Memphis, and they're all competing against each other in these big regattas. St. Louis's first competitive team was the Western Rowing Club. It was formed in 1868. They dominated locally and nationally for over 80 years. Western Rowing Club even medaled in the 1904 Olympics. Its members were pulled from the top levels of St. Louis society, and its boats were made by the finest shipbuilders in the U.S. And as with many things in St. Louis history, the beer barons were involved as well. Two of the most prized local trophies were the Faust Cup, which Western won so many times they retired it, and the Lemp Plate. And in 1873, brewer Joseph Schneider publicly challenged saloonist Henry Huffnagel that a crew couldn't cross the Mississippi in under 2.5 minutes. With a large crowd watching on the levee, a Western crew proved him wrong by completing it in 2 minutes and 7 seconds. The club's boathouses used to dot the riverfront from Baden to Carondelet, and they varied from simple riverfront structures to elaborate clubhouses with dock facilities nearby. Only one of the clubhouses still stands, a beautiful building built originally for Western Rowing Club on South Broadway. It was turned into a retirement facility in the 1930s. After capturing our collective attention for almost a century, rowing quickly declined in popularity after World War II. Today, only one historic rowing team still exists, the St. Louis Rowing Club. They were founded in 1875, and their boathouses are located at Creveport Lake.
Next week on History Spotlight, brass musician and St. Louisan William Joseph Blue.
To learn more about the Missouri Historical Society, visit mohistory.org.